Can you hear it? Welcome to Relay.
Okay.
Why are there black bars in front of everything?
Uh-oh. It's all broken.
I'm just not sure what broke.
Your stream box thing?
No.
Okay.
It's like these broke, but I had fixed them up earlier.
What is happening?
I don't know. Something
Are we
changed.
live?
We are live.
Oh yeah, we're
Oh,
live. This is
hello.
the start of the show. Hi.
This is
This is how we start
Man,
every week,
man,
guys.
this
Come on.
is a throwback, guys, to when every show is just super horrible technical difficulties. Throwback.
So like to last week?
I
Yeah.
feel like Discord resized itself. I think.
Weird.
I'm
Okay,
I'm just gonna leave it like that for now.
Hey there, that's fixed it.
that's fine.
Gonna leave it
That's
like
fine.
that for
Just
now.
leave it.
Okay.
I don't
did
have
it.
a toaster behind me.
I had exactly 4 minutes to write this intro, and I had nothing funny at all in my head. In front of me, there are
I mean,
two
that's
beer,
normal.
Love Fuzz, and a pecan pie porter. Put a
Ooh.
1 in chat if you would like me to drink the Love Fuzz. Put a 2 in chat if you would like me to drink the pecan pie porter. Press
I'm
3.
overriding.
Press 3 for Homeland Security. Press 4 for help. Press 5 for Jake's underpants. Press 6 to be manhandled by Nakara. Press 7 for Shiver's wildly unethical ramblings. Press 8 for a cheeseburger. And press 9 to have me shut up and get the hell on with it.
7.
Wait, what was 7 again? I don't even remember. Oh, your unethical ramblings. Okay, so wait.
We've done it.
Yeah. I started it. I like this.
Oh god, we've ruined it. We've
Yes.
ruined everything.
Uh,
Hello,
well, you
everybody.
did it.
Welcome to
That's
the
a
show.
week. That's a weekly occurrence. Remember.
Welcome to the show, where
Hi.
everything's broken
Cheers, bro.
Wait.
as usual.
Jake, did you say pecan pie or Love Fuzz?
Pecan pie. My goodness, what are you doing with your life?
Pecan
That
pie
sounds
porter.
amazing.
Yes.
That sounds
amazing.
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 Let's
Far more
find-
jokes can be made with Love Fuzz, though.
I mean, yeah, but I'm gonna drink them both. It's just which did I start with?
Problem with no, it's fine. I'm not going there.
Oh.
David just fell in love. See, that's what that face is.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, man. Okay.
So that's our show today. Thank you very much for tuning in.
I'm just gonna
to
drink this
David
and
drinks porter.
make happy noises into the microphone. Nice mug.
Ooh.
I just have to do something here.
Are you drinking
You
tea?
adjusting your Love Fuzz.
No, I just made a
Cafe.
French press.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Okay, so
Best way to drink coffee.
I
And
want
there's
to
no
start.
filters, no cleanup, no nothing.
There's actually a lot to talk about this week. There was a really good Calling All Devs segment, and then ATV, as always, is ATV. But before we even get into that, I want to talk more about 3.1.
Point one.
Well,
Or this is like, remember back in the day? This is actual throwback when for like a month we were like, hey guys, let's talk about 1.1.1.1.1.1.1.
1.1.
Point seven.
But we've got
Those
we
were
have
the
a
days.
we have a patch to talk about again, and
We were young and optimistic.
it's a good patch, guys. Like
It is.
I have now played 3.1. I actually earlier this week streamed myself running around in a reclaimer.
Yeah.
Oh, the reclaimer.
That good, eh?
It's everything I thought it was gonna be, which makes me very happy. It's as enormous as I hoped it would be.
Yes.
It's got like a small hangar in the cargo bay. It's huge.
It's got a docking collar up top. It's got like multiple exits. There's decks that don't even exist, right? Like you go to the habitation deck and then there's like a sub deck underneath that deck that's not like you can't get there by an elevator, but there's stuff that like there's just stuff everywhere. And yeah, like Ghost no, but and this is what I love the Reclaimer. But the thing that's impressed me even more about 3.1 so much is you can have combat suddenly. Like the AI ships are not just glitching the
It's
hell.
not. Yeah, it's not so jank because the positional data is streaming in correctly, and it's not, the latency isn't so bad that they're appearing in they're doing Picard maneuvers.
Yeah. So I think 3.1 is fantastic.
It's a good patch.
Go play it if you haven't tried it yet. You really should, because the game is suddenly playable.
Have any of you guys messed around with the service beacons?
Not yet.
They're really cool.
Yeah, they work.
And they work. Yes.
Excellent.
Which is really, really nice. It's so they work for like the obvious use case for them, but what's also really nice is that if you join up at a party, you can use them to find your party because we can't see other people in our party quite yet. So
can you use them to trap people? Like, can you put down a service beacon and people show up
totally.
and kill the hell out of them?
Absolutely, you can.
So what I'm hearing from you is Tuesday when I go to stream again, I'm going to load up in a Reclaimer, go out to the middle of nowhere, set a service beacon, and shoot the hell out of anyone that shows up, because the Reclaimer is invincible.
It is invincible.
It's invincible.
It is. It's so well armored.
It's got, well, it's like a size 6 shield, isn't it?
Yes. I think so.
So, Nakara, what do you think about 3.1? You've hopped in a bit.
Okay, I'm gonna run through what my play experience was like. So I loaded into the game, and I clicked on Crusader, and crashed to desktop immediately.
Okay, good start.
I did crash report. I loaded in again and loaded fine, no problems. I'm gonna back up for a moment here. I am currently running a 3570K CPU. So we are, what, 5 generations ago?
What probably happened was you maxed out a thread and it just like
probably.
Nope, I'm done.
So I was watching my performance graphs on my computer. I really need an upgrade. I have a 390X graphics card, which is only being used at about 30 to 40% capacity by Star Citizen right now, because my CPU is totally just pinned to the wall.
So that's kind of the cool thing is like, and I ran into this because I opened up Free Flight for the first time probably since like 2.0, because I wanted to check out some ships. Man, this game runs really well when it's not connected to a network.
Yeah, no doubt.
And
the only problem
it gives me hope for Squadron.
This was This wasn't the 3.1.1 patch, but I tried to play Arena Commander with my nephew in 3.1, and neither of us could load into it. And then that might have been a network problem. I don't know. And then Star Marine's broken right now too. About 3/4 of the people end up in the game without any armor or weapons, so they're just naked, running around without any ability to kill anything.
Sounds like a good time.
Yeah, it was great. But yeah, I was in games of like 6 people and 2 people had weapons. So it's like,
Other stuff may be broken, but
so I just wanted. No, I was just trying to get there. They are. I think it's Manchester and Frankfurt are currently working on improving Arena Commander and Star Marine specifically.
Yeah.
So I think that probably 3.2 will fix a lot of those problems.
Duet is something that I never thought I would like. It's coming out of my mouth. It sounds weird,
What's
and
that?
I hated it when it first came out. But now that it's in the game, it makes me happy. Is
What's
the Misc Razor?
Yeah,
ship-
I like it a lot more now than I did when it first came. When it
That ship
first
is
showed
gorgeous,
up. Yeah, it
So-
is.
and it flies just as well as an M50, which is really really nice.
There's something I need to. Thank you for reminding me, actually, Jake, because this is something I wanted to rant about earlier in the week, and the Misc Razor reminded me about it because that thing is fast as hell, and it's
What
great.
I like about it is that it's the exact halfway point between an M50 and a 350R. It's not as maneuverable as an M50, and it's not as fast as a 350R, but it's kind of the best of both worlds almost, which is really really nice.
And it's really nice that it can like get from point to point super fast. Go ahead, Shiver.
Did it end up with 2 size 1s in
Yep.
the end?
So here's
At least that's what's equipped.
I
I don't know.
everything I like, but I've got one really large concern right now about Star Citizen, and I kind of want to know what you guys and what the chat thinks about it as well.
Travel time.
Specifically from orbit down to a planet.
Yep,
And
it's too long.
And then from planet back out to orbit in a reclaimer that weighs
Oh,
too
God.
much. It weighs too much. You can't angle yourself more than 40 degrees up, because if you angle up to 45, its engines aren't powerful enough to push up, and it falls back to the planet. And this is just a moon that has no bloody gravity. How is it going to get off an actual planet?
Get out and push it.
My counterpoint is, what are you doing landing a reclaimer on the surface of the planet?
That's a good point.
There was a constellation there that I wanted to eat.
There was a
fair
Tim
enough.
Hortons and you decided to stop off.
There was a Tim Hortons. I like that. So I wanted to finish my gameplay story here. So
Yeah.
after I got out of Port
Oh my God.
Olisar, I was only at around 16 frames a second. But the thing that I was actually really impressed with was it was rock solid. It didn't change. I could only run it at 16 frames a second, but it was always 16. It stayed perfectly level. It was playable because Star Citizen, for whatever reason, is somewhat playable at that frame rate.
I am
Um,
getting above 40 consistently now.
Yeah. I think people with good hardware, like I've seen people are getting like 70 solid if
I've
they
been
have really
getting
good hardware.
40 to 60. So
Yeah.
I just
well,
needed a new
if-
CPU.
If there's no reclaimers about, I'm like 50 to 60.
So, but one thing that I gotta put this in, I gotta report this bug. But another thing that's happening right now, I just wanted to warn people. If you try, at least for me, if you try and change your resolution in the settings, it immediately crashed my whole computer, so I had to reboot it.
Yikes.
So be very careful with that. Like, both of my monitors just started flashing back and forth and back and forth and back and forth, and that on an endless loop, and I had to reboot. So
hang on, Ghost.
beware.
Ghost, it's fine not being able to fly the ship out of Atmo fast, but I was doing it on stream and I was watching because I was bored out of my bloody frickin' mind, because you can't even get out of the ship and leave because it doesn't stay straight. It starts angling itself further and then will fall back. It took 20 minutes to get off the surface of Daymar to the
There should
point
be a-
that I could quantum.
There should be a lock controls button.
Yes,
Yes, there should.
Can I point out Ghost misspelled Tonk?
he did.
He did.
Oh yeah,
Either there should be either there
I-
needs to be a lock controls button, or there needs to be SpaceX inverse, where they actually just you pay to have extra boosters strapped to your reclaimer and launched.
There it is.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. So I think it's an existing issue with the game. I think they're not looking to fix it right now because they don't think it's as big like the biggest problem. But yeah, I mean when I was playing with I was flying a Terrapin because I hadn't flown it before.
Love that ship.
Yep.
Love
Um,
it.
So I flew to Yella, and it took me to get down to the surface. It took me about 10 or 12 minutes, and that was with like jumping around to the orbital markers so that I was close to an outpost and then going down. So it's pretty long. I think that it should probably take under 5 minutes. So I think that that's something to look at in the future.
It should still take a while, but 20 minutes is a bit much. Now, I do want to move us on to like ATV and stuff because there was a lot this week. Starting with the truck stops.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because, man,
Those track stoops.
Oh, also earlier in the week, there's some stuff in the what's-it-called, the Monday.
ask the
Calling all
devs.
devs.
Calling
Yeah.
devs,
Yeah, there's some great stuff in
My
that.
favorite bit was also because Lando tweeted it was the name of the video is like is ship to ship docking and boarding actually gone, and he's like spoilers, no no, it's still happening.
It's still happening.
See,
but-
this is what happens. This is what happens. All of these things that we have talked about over the years, they will come to pass at some point. People take developer responses to a specific question out of context and draw all kinds of wild conclusions about it.
Is there
you gotta
going
calm
to be
down.
ship-to-ship docking soon? No, we're not working on
Not
it right
soon.
now. But someone asked,
Yeah.
"Are we going to be getting it soon?" And a dev's like, "Oh no, we're not working on it right now," and that instantly becomes it's never happening. They've canceled it. Everything
in
is
fairness,
fired.
I don't think it's instant. I think it's a case of Chinese rumors, or sorry,
Yes.
Far Eastern rumors. I'm trying to be politically correct. It
It's
starts
telephone.
off, oh, they're not working on it now. It's not important. That it's not
telephone.
important. That was added. Then it suddenly becomes, oh, it's not important. They might not add it. Oh, they might not add it was added, and so on and so
Right.
on.
And then you get one bloody idiot in a bow tie on a video saying that they're never going to do it, and everyone takes him at his word. And wait.
Yep. You did it.
I did. Actually, no, I've
What
done
did you
nothing.
But yeah, pretty much like this happened like the other week with LTI, right? When they were like, "Oh, you're not
Oh, yeah.
actually going to permanently lose your ship," but the implied right now was not there.
Yeah.
So people are like, "Oh my god, LTI is meaningless." Ah. I mean, it is meaningless, but it has more meaning than actual nothing. They didn't just give LTI to everybody like everyone's freaking out about.
Well,
But
LTI
are they
doesn't mean
going
what,
to?
it sounds like LTI doesn't mean what they think it means, basically.
Right.
I've always just looked at LTI
Like
as you can
inconceivable.
skip paying an insurance fee when you get your next ship to replace that last.
They are
Yeah.
never
Paying for it.
going to steal your ship from you. It will not happen. Period. How much you pay when you blow your ship up is what is controlled by the insurance system. If you have no insurance at all, you'll have to pay the full cost of your ship to get it back. Probably, or very close to it.
In-game monies.
But they're not going. Yeah, in-game monies. They're not going to steal your ship from you and delete it from your account. You'll always have the option to get it back. It's just how responsible you are. It's the measure.
People think that like,
And I'm
like,
sure CIG is
all-
going to put like
hundreds.
giant freaking flashing lights if you don't have insurance on. It's
Oh,
going to
yeah.
be like, don't do
Yeah.
it.
It's probably gonna remind you every time you leave port.
Yep.
It's like,
Hey,
yo,
dude, you
you're,
have no
you're
insurance.
driving an uninsured ship.
Here,
Is this-
before you
are-
take
is this
off,
something
your
you-
ship is
you wanna do?
uninsured. All your weapons are uninsured. Your cargo is uninsured. You yourself are uninsured. Do you really want to take off with nothing insured?
It's dark. We're wearing sunglasses. We've got half a pack of cigarette, a half tank of gas. Let's go.
But what people don't realize is that in the grand scheme, like replacing a ship really isn't going to be that bad.
It's always been
So think
the
about
stuff.
this. Think about this. If you, because everything is Warcraft for me. So
Of course.
let's bring in Warcraft as an example, because we compare it to a repair cost in World of Warcraft many times, because that's essentially what it is. It's just a repair. It's like a different type of repair cost for your ship. Essentially, it's a money sink. It balances the economy, all that good stuff. If you manage to break all like 24 pieces of armor that you have equipped, that's gonna cost you like 600 gold. It's not cheap to replace that much armor. But if you repair it when it's like starting to degrade a little bit, you're probably gonna pay like 20 gold or maybe 50 gold. Just like calm down.
I think that should be just straight up the motto of Relay.
Yeah.
Just calm down.
Just calm down.
Just calm down.
It's a video game. Everything's gonna be fine.
Unless it's me. I
I was just
gonna
say, and then Eris goes off on like a 25-minute rant.
Yeah.
I have not ranted much lately. Thank you very much.
There's at least
true.
one per episode.
Yeah. At least the little baby one.
Yep.
I didn't even rant much today about the time it takes to take off.
True.
But yeah,
I think that time, the flight time, is really a game balance thing that will just be fixed later.
And that's the thing. It's annoying, and I want to speak up about it because it needs to change. But it will. I'm sure I'm sure at some point Chris has sat down and been like, "Okay, I'm gonna land on the planet."
so let me give you an
I'm
idea
bored.
of how
Why
quickly
is it taking
things
so
like
long?
this. Let me give you an idea on how quickly things like this can change in a video game. We're going to Warcraft again. This is how it works.
Yep. Always.
Battle for Azeroth is currently in alpha right now.
Okay.
There's a small group of people that are playing the expansion right now. They do not like the new armor upgrade system at all. It's not good.
Really?
Blizzard's changing it a little bit. And
Yeah.
we're how far away from release? 4 months?
Wow.
So, yeah.
No, I mean that's
It
the
can
thing,
change
right?
so fast.
It can
We're not
change
really-
fast if you've got a developer
Like-
that is adept and can pivot easily, and Blizzard clearly has the expertise to do that.
Oh, yeah.
And
Because
the
that
hope
kind
is-
of stuff is just numbers.
Yeah, and the hope
That's
is
not like whole game systems.
CIG have shown us pretty well that they can do the same. They've been able to pivot balance relatively quickly. It's only when you get a developer like Rare with Sea of Thieves that everyone complains about there being nothing to do, and everyone complains
There's no
about-
fishing.
There's no fit, and they don't.
I still
pivot
haven't
for
played Sea of
9
Thieves.
months. Don't wait
Well,
2 years.
Dude, I want to do is I want to like wait like a few months, and then me and my friends are just gonna get the free month of Xbox Game Pass and just play it,
Yep.
and then
Play it
cancel
for an
that promo.
evening, and you'll have experienced everything it has to offer.
So I wanted to just touch on this because I think it has it's going to tie into the time it takes to get down to a planet. Is on Calling All Devs this week, they mentioned that blind quantum jumps are returning,
Yeah.
which we always knew they would, but
Thank
it was
goodness.
actually mentioned. But that will
That was
really
the best.
that will really fix a lot of those problems because you can just quantum until you're closer to where you want to go.
Yeah, and what was nice about it is like, because right now Grimhex is an actual point you can jump to right now. I want them to take it off again,
Mm-hmm.
because that was cool. Because it was like a secret thing that only the criminals knew about. But if you know the right people or how to get there, you can find it.
I mean, I think you should be able to have it as a point, but only if you have found it before.
Find
Yes.
it already. Yeah.
Yeah, or buy the information or whatever.
Yeah, see-
I like the
There it
either
is.
Someone sells it to you and you buy it. Or
you find it yourself.
You know kind of where it is, and someone.
So I didn't really realize the extent of like how like location data could be like an item in your inventory that you could sell. Like it
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
click for me until just now that it's like an actual
Thing.
like probably like a thing that you
Yep.
just sell to somebody.
I'd like
That's cool.
and this would be a hell of a lot harder, but they could do it with specific things like Grimhex and stuff. But it would be also really cool if you could actually have multiple levels of goodness of the data you're given. So like you can get the most expensive thing will give you the direct jump point,
The
to
actual
Grimhex,
coordinates.
the
Yeah.
coordinates. Or you can get one less, which is like jump to these coordinates, spot the largest asteroid you can. It's 3 asteroids to the left of that.
So yeah, so Google Maps or directions from grandma is what
Yeah.
you're saying.
Wouldn't
or
that be
even just-
cool?
Or even
No,
just a range of
so-
coordinates. Like it's within this
It's,
area.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take that a step further.
Go.
And tie this into the reputation system. You have to make sure you're buying your information from a reputable source.
Yes.
You can buy those coordinates, and you're going to get there, and there will be nothing.
Yep. Just empty space.
Or you buy it from Apple and everything breaks midway.
I got him.
Delete.
Or you buy it from Bing, and you have to take a 3,000 light year diversion in the total opposite direction before going directly there.
Yes.
Got him. Roasted.
Oh, so topical and totally 2015 worthy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, relay, living in the times. Hey,
When we were
Fridays.
So I
That
played
being
this new
said-
game the other day on this yellow weird munchy thing, and there are these ghosts chasing me.
Wow.
I am free.
Tetris?
I am
Yes,
free.
yes, you are. Well done.
I have this
I
thing.
have Android.
Check this guy out.
It's a S8, S9.
I like
Plus.
how you guys are showing off phones when we've
S9
got
plus?
stuff.
S9 Plus.
You guys are showing off phones
Oh,
when we
yeah.
have stuff like the electricity to talk about. The
Listen,
lightning
phones
arcs.
are important.
Dude.
You know, like mobile apps.
Yeah, but do that on a
Mobile
different
first.
podcast. This here is Star Citizen only. Now, like I was
I said
saying,
mobile
Sea of
apps.
Thieves is
Mobile
terrible.
first.
Hashtag mobile,
Mobile
first.
first.
Also
David.
this.
Yeah, also Falcon. I have hornets flying in a downward formation as my wallpaper.
I've had that same wallpaper for like 3 years.
It's a good one.
Yep.
I've had it that long. Okay. Electricity. You talk about the zappies.
I was talking about the zappies. Now I've moved
The-
on to
the
old
Zup-
and new mobile glass menus.
Okay.
Oh, well, the zappies are cool. I'm looking at it right now.
The zappies
I
are
like
real
the new
cool.
Moby Glass menu. It makes more sense to me.
Yeah, it's getting there.
It also loads faster and doesn't do the thing where it refuses to close. Your character just has
love
the compulsion to bring that Moby Glass up to his
Everywhere.
face. So is your character just like a 17-year-old girl who can't
Mhm.
put her phone down?
Yes.
Is that what it is? Is that who we're role playing? Because
Yep.
then I'm cool with it. Because that changes everything.
Oh, nice choice, Bravos.
I got Shiver with that one. Yeah.
Picture is like, oh my god, Brad's over like there, and he just like won't shut up about his new hornet. Oh my god!
You
Wow.
try to put it away and right back up it
Someone
comes.
clip that, please.
Fast cuts and packs, I'm safe.
Someone will
Can
get
someone
it.
make him not safe, please?
Oh, see, I'm sad. This is the first PAX East I haven't been to since 2013. I'm sad.
Wow.
It's pretty bad.
Wow.
I'm going to PAX South next year though. In Tejas, San Antonio.
I'm still waiting for CIG to say when exactly CitizenCon is going to be, so that I can like
Yeah.
book tickets and a hotel.
Sounds like it's pretty. Sounds like we should know fairly soon.
I hope so, because we got to book
Um,
Um,
something.
They mentioned it again.
I'm
We mentioned it again
driving,
in
which
the
is
SATV.
nice.
Yeah,
Can
that's a
you,
bonus.
can you come up and give me a lift?
No, thank
told-
you.
just a short detour.
Short detour.
Like
A short-
5,000 kilometers.
21-hour detour.
Yes.
Save me from
One
flying.
way.
Please.
Yeah, one way.
Please, someone save me from flying.
Well, we
need
can always
bullet
put you in.
trains.
We can always put you in a SpaceX rocket and fly you there.
We need
You know
bullet
what?
trains.
SpaceX rockets are more reliable than airplanes, so yes.
I will never understand. I will never understand why we never got bullet trains in the U.S.
Because someone lobbied not to have them, probably.
But they're amazing.
Yes, they are.
Because
They go really fast.
actually, Jake, it's because the United States can't put together a infrastructure budget to save
Well,
its goddamn
that's very
life.
true.
So
Magnets.
literally
In
all of its
seriousness.
infrastructure
Magnets, do you
is
understand?
falling
The
apart.
actual reason is you need extremely heavily electrified tracks, and America has got a huge amount of rail that just goes across terrain that is not going to be built for being electrified all the time, sadly. But you do have some
That is
beautiful
true.
trains.
That
That's
is
probably
true.
why they never electrified the CPR either.
That is fact. There's the entire Rocky Mountain range to deal with.
Yep.
Just electrify most of it.
No.
Tesla's doing it.
It runs on inertia through about 300 miles. It's fine.
No, like you electrify between like all these.
Well, and then everyone, if you bought a second-class ticket, you have to get out and push the fucking train the rest of the way, while the people in first class just sit there sipping champagne.
No, you
Mimosas.
twat. You electrify where you can, and where you can't, you run normal old folk rail.
I don't think you know how trains work.
They go choo choo choo.
I'm disappointed.
Welcome to the relay station.
We talk about Star Citizen.
Do we?
Do you think
I
there's
don't know.
well, there's going to be trains in Star Citizen? Do you think they're going to put the bullet train on the Bengal?
Well,
It better.
you know what I am
Yo.
actually waiting for. I mean, I like the Hull series; they're really cool. But I would actually like something that more trains
I'm-
together and like links together a whole ton of.
I don't think you're going to get it. I think
I'm
the whole
excited for
series
the
is the large
I'm
transportation.
excited for the monorails in Hurston
Yes.
quite
Yes.
a bit. That's super exciting.
And the
Also,
monorails on the
there's-
ships.
oh
On the
yeah,
Bengal.
that's true. That's also true.
Yeah, I thought there
We
was
got the Atlanta airport up in there.
Yeah.
the Bengal is just stupid. It's just
It
stupid.
is.
Yeah.
It's enormous. And they're like, well, playtesting told us that it was really annoying to have to run for half an hour to get anywhere. So,
Trains.
you know what they needed, though? They just
Turbo
needed
lifts.
Turbo lifts, yeah. Just put turbo lifts in the damn game. They go sideways.
Kind of sad now.
Okay.
They missed out on turbo lifts, but
So I'm gonna give my my typical warning now. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 questions.
Oh dear God, that's not enough, guys.
We still have
Questions.
10 minutes before questions. It's
I
fine.
know that's why I'm giving them the warning now, because we've only got 5.
Holy crap! Those clips on there are amazing.
Yeah.
Look at the terrapin. Look at the. Oh my God.
The cyclone. Has anyone driven the cyclone?
Yes,
No, I need to.
It's the best ground vehicle. 100%. It's the best. It
There was
stops on a dime.
Oh,
It's so good.
there was a Reddit thread of them like deploying a cyclone out of the side of a Cutlass. Like it drove out the side and landed and drove away. It was so cool. Like man, that's
it's
going to be
so much
amazing
fun.
gameplay.
It's so
Has
much fun
anyone-
to drive.
and
you can put cargo in it.
Question for watchers, but has anyone actually set up steering wheel and pedals and used that on it yet? And how was it?
I
And
haven't
how
yet.
is
That
it?
would be
How is it
awesome.
to have a steering wheel, pedals, a HOTAS, and a keyboard and mouse to play all the different?
Interesting. Just use a gamepad.
Yeah, you can do all of it.
I mean, if you have the steering wheel right in front of you, the pedals there, and when you're in a car, the pedals work for that, and when you're in space, the pedals work with your HOTAS and throttle, which are set wide, and then in between the HOTAS, the throttle, and the wheel, you have a mouse and like a shortened keyboard with just WASD and jump and such. You could do it. You could do all 5 of them.
Doesn't mean you should do it.
Just wondering if anyone does.
No, but for real, the Cyclone is the best ground vehicle, and you can the cargo system works in it already, so you can put 1 SCU of cargo in the back.
Even
Well,
better because you've got an analog stick with that one.
Yep.
Yeah, that's good for driving.
I love this thing.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
well,
better than all 3 of the other ground vehicles that are out right now. It's the best one.
How close do you think we are? Okay, so 3.1 is good. 3.1.1 seems to have improved performance for some people.
Bind culling's in the next patch.
No, it's not.
No,
They've already said it's
3.3.
not.
What? Why did
They put out a special about it, Jake.
But they said
I know.
the schedule says it.
I know it does. It's wrong. They said they have to have object container streaming in the game before they can do network bind culling.
Oh,
They can't.
is that in the next patch?
No, it's in 3.3.
Okay.
Are they both
So-
going to be in 3.3?
They should be. They should be able to get it working as soon as the object container streaming's in.
Now, let's be honest,
Because that R&D is all
And
done, right?
I have
They just have to implement it.
one last point about that. The reason bind culling is listed in 3.2 is they need to have it for the developers before they have it for players.
Right.
So
Okay.
it's going to be done probably in June, but they
So
need to have it. for a while.
the R&D is finishing with 3.2, but
Yeah.
it being implemented will not be in the game quite yet.
Exactly, and the reason is because they expect bind culling to break a lot of shit in the game.
Yes.
Because all these entities that the game thinks are there will no longer be there at all.
It's
So
fine.
they need to fix that before they can put the patch out.
Your ship's just gonna vanish while you're flying it, and then
Or
you're
you'd be
just
like-
gonna be cruising. At,
You're gonna quantum travel to
that
someplace and it
speed.
just won't be there.
It'll just be you
Like where
Going
did Yellow
at-
go?
going at 1,200 meters per second. Just- That'd be amazing. Has it? Okay, so I know I said I was gonna do it. Has anyone successfully skydove, or do you just die?
I haven't tried it.
I haven't tried it.
Can you get all the way down to the planet
Yes.
if with EVA thrusters?
I mean, no. I mean, you can't land. You just die. But you can hit the ground
That's what I'm saying.
from orbit.
That's what I'm saying.
Yes,
Can-
you can
can
hit the
you-
ground from orbit.
Because before you just died.
Well, yeah, you can't land successfully.
I know, but you know what I mean. Like
Yep.
it's like game gives you death states, not you take so much damage from smacking the ground so you die. That's
You
what I want.
explode? You explode when you hit the ground.
Yeah, that's what I want. Is the ground? to
That
be
would
the
actually
one
be
thing that
okay.
kills.
I have a $1 million idea. You actually have like an explosion when you hit the ground, and their
Oh.
excuse is that it's the jetpack.
It's,
exploding.
no, it's like we're ODST troopers, but like the worst kind. So like we
Yep.
just come in from orbit and then just explode. Like you don't die. Like you don't live, so you can't do anything once you're down there. You just explode. But like it's
But you
it's-
can
it's
shoot
like
on the
a
way-
basically
you
like
do a
an
rocket
artillery
launcher.
shell.
They give you a rocket launcher and you can shoot on the way down.
Can you rocket jump? That's the question. So-
Well, the idea is you rocket enough that it slows you enough that you can then land.
Yeah, that's what
Why
I'm saying.
bother?
Yeah.
The ground's going to break your fall anyway.
Oh,
They did
okay.
an episode of Mythbusters about this.
Carbide Edge has the best question.
I haven't even looked.
Well,
oh yes,
no,
it's
that
in
is
chat.
the right question.
In chat, so
in chat, yeah.
So, what's your opinion on the love fuzz, or is it going down?
The Love Fuzz. You know,
That's going to be your nickname from now on, Love Fuzz.
Yep.
I could take it or leave it. I'm of two minds.
Does it have a good head on it?
It did.
you
It
just barely got that out, Shiver.
it definitely
Couldn't do it.
It definitely exploded a little bit when I opened it.
If you try drinking it from a straw, do you have this like bad habit of not quite getting it in the first time?
Oh God.
So
Shiver's been waiting for this.
yes.
I've been restrained so much.
Oh God. Everything is wrong with us. Okay.
Bit of
3.1
love fuzz
pretty
in your
good.
beard.
3.1.1 seems to have improved some of the performance issues some people were having with 3.1. What's coming in 3.2? What are you most excited about 3.2? I know we have like 3 months to wait, but we now have to start. We now have to start getting hyped about 3.2.
Mining. Oh, I
Mining
also,
with italics.
in case anybody didn't read, the new roadmap update looked like they'd removed a bunch of mining features because they squashed mining
They
down to
squished it.
one tile.
Yeah, and you can
But
expand it.
They already
Okay.
clarified that all of the features are still there. They just compressed them into one tile, one tab.
I think you can expand it, right?
I don't know. Can you?
I don't know. I thought it was like Trello. This is literally Trello.
Yeah.
The
Almost. Yeah.
It's amazing that they're giving us this much of a look.
I like it.
I
like it because it's better than the the text document
yes.
that we got before.
Yeah.
Yes, it is. Mining on planetary bodies. Let's take a look at it. You can't really expand it out any further than that.
Oh. Okay.
But
so
yeah,
it
they
is
just said that it's all still in there.
It is
Did
just
we
going
get
to
confirmed?
be on planetary bodies, right? It's going to be
Right.
You find
That was always
places.
the first step of mining. Yeah,
It's
and
gonna
it'll
be-
be.
But
That's because the
question.
prospector is for planets.
Yeah.
That was my question. Will the prospector have its full functionality?
I'm imagining they already have the prospector in the game. It would be stupid for it not to work.
Okay.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
I hope you do. When are they planning to get like AI NPCs on planets? So, you being attacked.
That was on the list.
It's in 3.2.
It is 3.2.
Yeah, FPS combat AI is in 3.2.
Good, because that'll make mining on planets more fun. Is you can be mining, and you might also get attacked while mining. Like there's a chance of an attack. That'd be good. I just hope that they don't pull a Far Cry 5 and have you attacked every 12 seconds anywhere you are.
Also,
Seriously, they come from everywhere.
You know what pisses me off most? The plane.
Yes.
The plane is
Goodness.
always there. You are always crouched in bushes being like, is it gonna go away?
Nobody knows.
No one knows. And you respawn and you're like, oh, I'm fine. And it takes a second for the plane to load in, and it's already spotted you by the time it spots you before it or its sound have loaded in. Oh.
okay. Can I outline what AI we're getting this year? Okay. So 3.2 has FPS combat AI and flight AI 3.2. So they're continuing to improve flight AI.
So real quick,
three-
want to clarify that we're reading this not from the voting screen, but from the roadmap.
From the roadmap, yeah.
So if it sounds weird, then because it was on the voting screen, this is literally what the roadmap is right now.
Yep. So from 3.3, they have defensive combat, which is the ability for an enemy AI to defend against being boarded. Location security is also in 3.3, so Port Altar, all the other locations will actually have a security properly.
So steal all the ships you can at 3.2.
That's
They're
right.
not going to defend themselves.
In 3.4, there's planetary landing, which will allow enemy AI to land on planets.
Which is cool because then they can get more of a NPC economy going too.
Yeah.
Because they're going to be taking off and landing from the same ports that we are, picking up cargo and stuff. So that's
I've actually got a question about in 3.3, the ability for them to defend against boarding, right? Now, that would also suggest that NPCs will start using ships large enough.
I mean, they already do.
More
there's Constellation and Cutlass and Freelancer AI out in the wild right now.
Okay.
Bigger than that, I don't know, but
It'd be nice to see some
like
bigger than that.
Starfares.
Yeah, like that'd be nice to start seeing, and ways to take them out without killing them. Grab them with
I really
the
liked how
claw.
Maybe they should put a ship in the game that is specialized for taking ships, disabling them, and boarding them without being seen by the enemy. Maybe if it was made
Tavarin
by an
would be good
alien
at
race.
that.
Yeah, maybe if it was made by the Tavarin, that'd be nice. I
I mean,
don't
it's
know.
got to
If
look quite bird-like too.
Yeah, I don't know if such a ship exists though.
I think
I bet it's
I
glorious.
think instead that they should work on a ship to take human waste off of other ships and dispose of it.
A poop truck.
When you say human waste, do you mean actual waste or just other people?
Both. And they could just call it the dump truck.
It's a poop truck.
It's a poop
You
truck.
want a
It
poop
should be
truck.
shaped like a poop.
I want a
too.
poop truck. Okay, get your questions in
I also
before
wanted to.
Eric finishes.
I just wanted to mention something. I'm very happy with. They put out the survey for what people wanted, and the stuff people voted for, they immediately changed the roadmap. It's basically exactly what people asked for. They changed it to match that. They're like, here you go.
It's good.
We got to put it all in anyway, so whatever you guys want.
Yeah. see, Ailborn is asking the right questions.
Yes.
Can you stand on the poop deck of the dump truck?
Yes.
Rivals,
it's messy, but
Rivals, the key point of a pun is that you should never be ashamed of one.
no,
Never be ashamed of
No.
punning.
you got to pun hard.
Okay, let's start these questions. So first, Captain Penis, out of 42, how would you rate the first quarter of 2018 for Star Citizen? I'd give it at
Like
least
a-
a 36.
I was gonna say 36. As you can see in the box, the tilde key is my push to talk. Can you see this happening right now? It's my push to talk button.
I'm gonna say
Uh-oh. Did Jake freeze? Did everyone Oh, no, because I
No.
did that. No, there we go.
you're fine.
No, it was just
Um,
just me. It's me. I'm dumb. It's
I'm
me.
gonna give them a 34 out of 42. What do you think, Shiver?
I'm going to go with 30. There is a distinct lack of Melissa Estrada, but I'm sure I saw for half a second Melissa
They
Estrada in
lost like
last
4 or
18.
5 points just for that.
Yeah, I was going to go with 21, but it's been pretty impressive stuff.
Next question. NIG asks, will there be a golf swing?
No, there will not be.
They actually touched on that this week. They're like, yeah, we're not doing the golf swing thing anymore.
I kind of
They
hope
could
that
still use the same sort of mechanics for it, but heavily disguised on like one-man
Small ships.
ships that aren't, that haven't got scanning suite software. You're not going to be able to detect something 5 light years away in a Super Hornet, but you'd be able to do some sort of short range thing. I'd imagine that would be far more simplistic.
yeah.
Something
I'd
else I wanted
guess.
to mention is that I kind of thought this was kind of silly because they're like, we're going to try really hard to get some kind of scanning in for 3.2. And I'm like, well, you kind of have to. You have mining. How the hell are we supposed to find the shit if we can't scan?
Just guess.
Yeah,
Space-
just like randomly drill holes in planets until you find something.
Spaceship Training Wheels asks, what top 5 music tracks would you play in your cockpit and why?
The entire soundtrack to Top Gun.
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't know the soundtrack to Top Gun.
Have you never seen Top Gun?
No,
What is wrong with you?
nothing.
Everything.
After being so following after following SpaceX so closely, there's a couple of good David Bowie songs I'd probably play, like Life on Mars.
Actually, I retract my Top Gun soundtrack. You know what's actually a really good like space flight soundtrack, believe it or not, is the soundtrack to The Last of Us. It's got like the
Oh, really?
like finger style
Yeah.
like nylon string guitar. It's nice. It's nice.
Bohemian Rhapsody. The Hamilton Polka by Weird
Oh
Al
my
Yankovic.
god.
That song that played in Red Dead Redemption when you make it from the first area to the second area.
Oh yeah, that's a great song. Wow, that just like popped into my head.
Yep.
I like that you know that.
Yep.
Wow,
Yeah.
God, that's a good game.
What a great game.
Something by Bowie. And
Yeah, totally.
something I don't know what. And something by Angels and Airwaves.
The answer is The Adventure by Angels and Airwaves.
Probably yes.
Is-
Or what is it? New Spring, Secret of Spring or something? Rite of Spring, I think.
Rite of Spring.
Yeah. One of those.
The
Shiver?
one where he's talking about where he's in high school. That one.
The one talking about Blink-182.
Yeah, essentially.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shiver, you're the one who does all the music stuff. What are you playing in your spaceship?
Even if I name them, you'd all just look at me weirdly and not know what I'm saying.
Party Cannon.
I get that reference.
Okay.
Party Cannon is the
They've
best
got a
metal
genius
band.
idea though, because everyone fucking knows that name because of the logo.
Yes. You will. So you know how all the metal bands have like the squiggly
Only the
logos
black
you
metal
can
bands.
barely tell.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I met the guy who does them.
Oh.
Christoph.
So Party
Nice guy.
Cannon was like, "Yo, we're gonna be a band in this genre, but our logo is gonna be like balloon letters." So on this huge list of incomprehensible band names, there's just Party Cannon. It's just bright colors and blue letters. It's the best.
Oh,
They're
I love
actually
it.
pretty good.
I love it. Jim asks, can we ever trust the word of the guy with the bow tie ever again after the ship docking disaster?
No,
Yes,
no,
we can.
Maybe.
no, we can't.
I apparently ask, I don't know, something about some YouTube person. No, I haven't seen any YouTube people because I don't watch anyone on YouTube.
I do. What
And
is this about?
No, Star Citizen is not a scam. Star Citizen is a meme. Thank you.
Yeah.
Anyone thinking Star Citizen is a scam clearly hasn't
They're stuck in 2013.
yeah. Evolve.
Guys, no. I'm gonna spread this instead of be like, no, guys, it's not a scam. It's a meme.
But then doesn't everyone have to like it?
No,
No.
'Cause
there's
everyone has to
plenty of
like
memes
memes.
people
Oh,
hate.
I mean,
No.
there are lots of memes people despise.
Ugandan knuckles, for example.
I don't even know.
Don't know that one, but I'm
You don't
glad I
know
it.
Do you know Dewey?
No.
Oh
I don't.
yes.
It came and went in 3 days.
Yeah, that was a real quick one.
Probably a good thing. Jim has a clip. I believe it's a clip of Shiver.
It's the
Good.
teenage girl Shiver.
Thank
clip.
you
Yeah.
for clipping that, Jim. I will be working that into.
That's gonna be the
Shiver's-
intro for next week.
That's going to be the
Yes,
intro for next week.
absolutely.
And it's also going to display prominently throughout the entirety of Shiver's wedding ceremony.
I do declare that I don't give two shits and encourage it most highly.
There's
Excellent.
the second one.
Ailborn.
That's what Shiver. So
Yeah.
they'll be like, Shiver, do you take this woman to be your lawfully wedded wife? And then Shiver just says that.
You see, when you were going like that, for some reason in my head, I was just saying, no, I'm going to go honka honka.
I mean, that works too.
So Ailborn asks, in light of the clarification on docking, do you think that the multiple docking flotillas will become a thing? It would be amazing to build the multiple dock ship quasi-station out of the middle of nowhere for trader and other
Whoa.
nefarious deeds.
Yes, please.
That sounds entirely like the what's the called with what's her face from the game.
Tali, Zoria,
Yes.
Voss,
Yes.
Normandy.
Yes.
the Quarians
Thank you.
and the Flotilla
Yeah, I couldn't remember their
from
name.
Mass Effect,
Good job.
the series from BioWare.
It can't happen. I really highly doubt it can happen technologically speaking, because it's not so much that the issue now is getting two ships to just connect. That's animation. That's a piece of cake. You've then got to work out how to tell the engine that these two entities are one, how they're going to move uniformly. You've got to increase the size of the physics box and make that two separate physics boxes into one physics box. And then you want to add on God knows what else on top of that.
Why do you have to make them two?
Could happen.
Why do you have to take two physics boxes and make them one physics box? Why not just
You
have
could
Because
glitch-
otherwise you're
you
going to
could
have
glitch
two
between them.
physics boxes that are going like that and trying to smash each other all the time.
have the
Nice.
physics boxes have the physics
Type hat.
Jesus. Have the physics boxes be
Honka.
yeah, honka honka. The ships themselves,
Let's move on.
and have there be no physics
Are you
box
doing the
for the
thriller
thing-
dance now?
Yes.
Oh, God. Okay.
So wait. Brival says
As an aside.
Brival says number one is the Star Wars soundtrack. I highly disagree. That'd be very stressful to have the Star Wars soundtrack played. Very stressful. To be flying
I'm
around.
not always
playing
under
Star
attack.
Wars
What's
music.
going on?
Everything's going to crap in the Star Wars universe at all times.
So, Mayonnaise 15 has 3 in a row. Let's get them started. Number 1, based on progress shown so far this year on Squadron 42, when do you think it will release?
Q4. No, Q1 2019.
Q2
I'm gonna go-
or Q3 2019?
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
probably
go
Q2. I'm going Q2.
The fourth day, sorry, the fourth month, second
May
day
the
of
4th.
20. No,
May
this
the
would
4th be with you.
April the 2nd of 2019.
But
Why April
Chris
2nd?
is actually British and would actually put it as the 4th of February.
There you
If
go.
it was up- Yeah.
No,
But he did mispronounce
Nakara?
Derby on the show the other day.
What's
I
up?
have to disagree completely. They have to release it on April 12th.
Why?
Because hang on, let me look. Isn't that the day that Yuri Gagarin? Wasn't it April 12th?
Oh, is that Yuri Day?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's that would be
On
amazing.
April 12th, the spacecraft, the Vostok 1 was launched with Gagarin aboard, and he became the first human to travel in space and the first to orbit Earth. April 12th.
So
if Star Citizen's
I'm
going to
gonna-
launch in that quarter, it had better launch on Yuri Day.
also, if anybody actually lives in a place where there's a Yuri Day celebration happening next week, you have to go.
Yes.
Especially if you're in LA or in Florida.
Austin.
In
Because there's going to be a lot of
In-
people there.
well, in LA,
Would you say they're
LA and in
rushing
Florida.
to get that out for that day?
in LA and in Florida, they are both of the celebrations are underneath the space shuttles.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's amazing.
Yeah. And no, super serious. We're not going to start nerding out about dates coinciding. That is literally what we do here. We nerd out
We gotta
about
do something.
space things.
I'll put it this way: I do not see it coming out this year simply because female characters are not due until the end of the year.
Yep.
See, I don't think that matters.
I think it does.
I do. So I think it's going to be 2019
Oh,
sometime.
I think there's
Water-
an outside
Water
chance
Buffalo.
it could be the end of the year, but most likely not. No.
What did Water Buffalo do?
Water Buffalo said you're putting all the puns in today, aren't you, Shiver?
Oh boy.
I like it.
If my puns get too much, you can just give me a knuckle sandwich.
So I'm actually going to up my score for Star Citizen to 35 for the first quarter because I just looked and they beat last year's financially, the first quarter.
Oh,
So,
excellent.
another
So,
plus.
Mayonnaise's second question. Should Star Citizen allow you to carry around buckets of vomit? Yeah, that's what the dump truck's for.
Yes. Yes.
Glad he brought that up.
That's a very specific question.
Wow.
That's a very specific pun. Well done,
Buckets
Shiver.
of
Just gonna chuck them out.
Oh dear.
Mayonnaise 15 also asks, how do
curl
you
them around, you know.
Yeah. How do you feel about the new release schedule and not holding up patches for unfinished content? Do you feel it has improved the flow of content into Star Citizen? I don't have any more thumbs. I only have 2 thumbs.
Live under the assumption that I am raising my thumb toes.
Why aren't you raising your actual thumbs?
Because I need my hands to navigate my computer.
What are you doing while we're streaming, Jake?
I was gonna ask.
Well, I have to. Well, one hand is my push talk button,
Oh, fair enough.
and then
What's the other
And
hand
the other
doing?
one?
my mouse. Oh, you don't want to know.
No, I don't.
Love fuzz.
Love Fuzz. Okay.
Beat me to it.
So Brivals asks, how many truck stops do you think will be explorable, derelict, or Grimhex like? Haven't watched this week's
Lots.
videos yet.
Many.
Lots. Once they
Several.
have procedural stations, they're gonna be putting them every damn where.
More than one.
Yeah,
Yes,
less than
more than
less
one.
than less than 100 million and more than one.
Somewhere in there.
Just somewhere in that range. But I mean, okay, if we go back to what Chris Roberts was saying, he wanted there to be like on the order of dozens or even 100+ stations in a single system.
Yeah.
So you're talking lots. At least one station probably around every planetary body.
A Wellawint?
Yeah.
If you do live in Cape Canaveral, yeah, you probably should go to the Yuri Day celebration.
Yes. 100%.
Yep.
Yeah.
Uh,
I wish I could go, but they don't have one here. So
Brivals asks, what is the lightning supposed to do? It was in one of the GIFs that we were showing. While
Shoot
we talk
things.
about
It's,
it,
it's VFX.
let's switch
It's
to that
VFX.
GIF. Yeah, it's electrifying. It's just,
oh, I thought you meant the F8 Lightning, which is also mentioned this week.
it's supposed to shoot thing. No, it's the lightning GIFs. I'd imagine this is what it'll kind of look like if you're in a storm on a planet, because there should be weather on planets.
Wow, that's cool. Okay, I'm good with that.
It might also be something for this part of the GIF. Makes me think it might be something for like if your
Laughing.
gravity generator
Yes.
on your ship
Like,
is starting
blows
to
up.
go.
Yeah. Yep.
It's just visual effects, but I'm sure they'll be able to use them anyway. They'll be able to use them
Oh,
in
yeah.
weather effects. They'll be able to use them
Also
in ships
space weather.
explosions. Eventually, they're going to have a really big weapon. You go,
Yep.
and it'll look really cool.
Electrical damage or whatever as
Yeah.
well on the outside of a ship.
The
so
space
it's visible,
whales
yeah.
use electricity to attack.
Yeah, space
Excellent.
whales.
So can I
Or
just
the
say,
or the Kurthak.
Star Wars did space whales first. They're in Star Wars Rebels. 100%. They travel in hyperspace.
Did they do
It's
it
amazing.
first though? Because
Doctor
people have
Who.
done it for a while.
Doctor Who had a space whale. It's one of my favorite Doctor Who
Hitchhiker's
episodes.
Guide to the Galaxy.
But is
Yeah.
it a whale?
Yes, in Doctor Who, it's literally a whale, and they built New Britain on
Oh,
top
yeah.
of the whale.
That's right.
Mhm.
I remember this.
Yeah, you do remember.
These are much smaller whales.
I like.
They're
that
not
episode.
city-sized whales. These are like capital
It was
ship-sized
still
whales.
really into like the new Doctor Who, and they were still kind of figuring out where they were going. But it was also
Yeah,
like
Futurama had them too.
everyone's got
That's right.
space whales. Everyone loves
Space
whales,
whales are good.
and everyone loves space. And you take two things that you love, and that's how you get jam on cheese.
I bloody love
But in
whales,
Star
I
Trek,
do.
they weren't
Bloody love
whales.
it.
Eris's libido
In
asks.
Star Trek, they weren't whales.
Apparently, my libido asks, "Is the fuzzy strong in the love fuzz?" I don't know, but it's pretty hot.
Also, this
I mean,
called the
you
beer
should
wrong.
put it in the fridge.
Oh, God.
Beer is better when it's cold.
Hot fuzz.
That was amazing.
Best movie
All
of all
right,
time.
moving right along.
Moving right on. Brivals
Star Trek
at-
4 doesn't have space whales. They're just whales. They just bring them into space.
making them
Just
space whales.
whales. They're
Brivals
just
They're
whales.
some
They don't live in
space whales.
space.
What Brivos asks, what do you think of the sensation of landing a huge ass ship like the Reclaimer? Almost impossible. That thing does not have enough upwards thrust. As soon as it gets close to the planet, it is a literal battle the entire time trying to land it. It is a fight. It's like being attacked by rabid monkeys who keep biting you. You push them away and they just jump back on you, and it's completely impossible, and I hate it.
Don't land the Reclaimer.
Don't go to the monkey exhibit with Eris.
That too.
Apparently they, yeah.
My roommates are also arguing that the whales in Star Trek are space whales because they are whales and they
In
traveled in
space.
space. But they traveled in space because of the Enterprise. It was not. They
No,
did
no,
not
no, it
use
wasn't the
space.
Enterprise. It was the Bounty was the name of the ship.
Oh
they
yeah,
stole
you're
from
right.
Klingons.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Still, they're not space whales.
Okay,
I want to know
It
how the
should-
fuck do you fit 2 humpback whales on a Klingon bird of prey?
okay. People in chat are saying that that's what the Reclaimer should feel like. It should feel heavy as hell, but it still should be possible to fly in Atmo and to land. It should be hard, but it should be possible. And to me, maybe I don't have enough experience with it. Whatever. It didn't feel possible. It felt severely gimped. Like I thrusting at full, trying to just
He was
stay.
thrusting it full.
Oh man, I was thrusting so hard. And I just couldn't. I couldn't.
Shiver's resisting.
I was thrusting as hard as I could. Okay, and I just kept skidding across the really rough terrain, and it just sand got everywhere.
I have one of these, but I don't know where it is. Ghost.
A thrust?
I have one. I don't know where it is.
So Sad says, I just
Oh,
loaded up
boy.
Star Citizen and said I only have 8 gigs of RAM. Turns out I just discovered one of my RAM sticks is dead. Interesting. I'm really sorry.
Oh, that's
That really sucks.
especially in this day and age
That's
when RAM is
terrible.
literally more expensive than gold.
I'm sorry, Sad.
Are we talking like a gigabyte is an ounce? Is that what we're saying?
Pretty much.
No, it's not that bad.
No, it's just bad.
It's bad.
It's bad. It's not that bad, but
A stick of RAM, if that's an ounce of gold,
Okay, so
like an 8 gig stick.
Ashley asks
Maybe.
2 questions. We're going to do these in round table. First is your
Okay.
favorite flyable ship. Second is your most anticipated ship. We're going to start with Nakara.
okay, this is a sentimental choice more than anything else, but I don't think I've ever had as much fun flying as I have with my 300, which is my first ever ship. So 315p.
And most anticipated.
Most anticipated ship, whatever the medium-sized mining ship is going to be. So mystery ship.
Jake?
The Prowler twice. I fly it in my dreams. No, the Prowler is definitely my most
Fly it in my
anticipated ship.
dreams.
Besides the Prowler though, because that's my obvious answer, I am most looking forward to the Orion because it's huge. And my current favorite ship to fly around is probably my Avenger Titan. Honestly, I don't know why. I just always go back to it.
I did always like the Avenger. Shiver?
It's fun to fly.
Flyable Gladius, although it's a tough choice between that and the Super Hornet. Most anticipated Polaris.
Flyable.
The Dorito.
Flyable, it's actually a pretty tough call between the Avenger, which is just fun to fly, and the Reclaimer, which is just the best ship, period, regardless of all other things ever. Most anticipated, though, is the Endeavor.
Yep. We'll get it in like 6 years.
Yeah, and when we get it,
It literally has entire ecosystems.
yes,
On the
literal ecosystems.
So
Four of them, I believe.
that's gonna take a minute to,
a
implement.
minute or two. Spaceship Training Wheels says, or asks, Do you think that 2018 will bring a patch where I should introduce Star Citizen to my friends who are filthy casuals?
No.
No.
So wait, what's the question? Was the question 2018 or 2019?
2018.
No.
Absolutely not.
You should
Possibly.
introduce them to soap.
There's like an 18% chance there will be one in 2019.
If they're not
2020,
if
come
they're
back
not
then.
filthy casuals, but they are like gamers who like games but haven't been introduced to Star Citizen somehow, then you could maybe introduce them later in the year once there's
Introduce
a bit more
them-
to do. Maybe.
No. Introduce them when Squadron comes out.
That's
That
When
probably
Squadron
the best
comes
place.
out,
Yeah.
it'll be
Like,
nice and polished. They'll play through it and be like, "Wow, this is amazing." Then be like, "Yo, there's this thing called Star Citizen."
You know what? It depends on the type of person, because there are some people that, wait until Squadron. There's some people, no, wait until beta. There's another section of people that, no, wait until it's actually out.
If they have no interest in single player, then wait until beta.
Yeah.
I would say that honestly, that's probably the best time to jump in.
Unless they're
is
one of
beta.
those crazy people that like jump into an alpha and like start up news sites about it and do podcasts about it and like let it literally take over their
Who would
life.
do anything
If you're
for 4
crazy,
years?
then jump in right now.
Yeah. But if they're not
you're-
one of those,
If
then
you're
they're not
an
on this
actual
podcast.
insane
so.
person,
Jim asks, are modular caterpillar rooms still gonna be a thing?
yes, they talked about it not that long ago, actually. Because they're doing modular pieces. It's not just for the caterpillar. But that system's probably not going to come online for a good long while.
We don't need it right now.
Because the only two ships right now that have those big modular pieces is the
Retaliator.
Retaliator and the Caterpillar.
I am
So there's
seeing
not
a
enough
lot of-
ships to do it yet.
I'm seeing quite a few people in chat saying that their Terrapin is their most fun to fly. So I might have to
It's
try-
awesome.
I'm
really
gonna have
cool.
to try flying a Terrapin. I like the
It's the
Reclaimer.
ghost.
Yeah. The thing about the Reclaimer is you've got literally no visibility. Like I thought the visibility in
Yeah.
the Freelancer was bad. I mean,
That
it is
reminds
bad.
me. Matt Sherman went on Spectrum last night because there's been a lot of people saying, I can't see over the MFDs in my cockpit or
Yeah.
whatever else. And he's actually come out and said that is not intentional. The metrics are right, but it seems that your character is by default looking a little bit in the wrong angle, so they are going to be looking on that, which I thought was quite cool.
They're going to try and
Handy.
fix it.
That's cool because you really can't see much in the Reclaimer. The problem with that is you should be able to see more in the Freelancer than in the Reclaimer, and I don't actually think you can right now. I
You need
really
adjustable seats.
yeah, I hope that they go back and look at the Freelancer again someday. Spaceship Training Wheels asks, thoughts on the Newifier's recent video about completely overhauling the way the store works and giving all ships LTI?
If you guys haven't watched this, you should watch it. I'm not sure I agree with giving every single ship LTI, but because
It's just a really good way of pissing off a whole lot of people.
Yeah.
and at the end of the day, it really doesn't mean a whole lot. But in terms of like his store, like changes as a whole, 100%.
I haven't
I agree
actually
with him.
watched his video.
You should
but
watch it.
I've been saying for a long time that there are a bunch of store changes that need to be made. The
new player experience is bad.
The number one being, if you're not logged in and you don't have a game package, you should not be able to buy anything that isn't a game package. If
Yes,
you're a
I
first
agree.
time if you're
Yeah, I
a
agree.
first time user without a game
Yeah.
package, the only things that you should see are game packages. That is
Or
it.
merchandise. That's
That
it.
is it. Period. Or
I like
I mean,
shirts.
there should be like a way to put in an option to find the rest of it. But if you don't have a game package, you should be shown, here are the game packages. This is the way to get a game. Because honestly, for most people, you shouldn't buy more than a game package. None of us should buy more than a game package. We're just buying the game. If you're buying more than a game package, there's something wrong with you. I say that as someone who's spent like $4,000 on things that are not game packages, and I think I've actually only got one game package which is my original Freelancer.
I think I have 2.
But like seriously, if you're not buying a game package, that's where you need to start. And that's where CIG should start you. There should be no option to buy anything if you don't have a game package. I'm not sure if that's what the new virus said. I don't know. That is my number one problem with the site right now for new people, is it shows you too much. You should not be showing people. Yeah. I think they need to change that personally.
Okay, so I just looked. I have 3 because
Nice.
I have my pledge my original pledge that I moved around a bunch because it was when they were getting rid of the physical packages.
Right.
So I actually managed to score a Phoenix physical package with all the goodies that comes with that, and then I have 2 of the AMD codes.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
So one of them I left as a Omega, and one of them is my Avenger, I think.
I
Yeah.
have game packages. I think I have 2. Oh, I still have. I have 3. Because I tried to gift somebody a starter package, apparently almost 3 years ago, and they never accepted it.
Wow.
So I should probably ungift that at this point.
Okay, I've just checked it. I do actually have 3. One's my Freelancer. One is my Saber Raven. And the other is an Avenger.
Did you buy
an
that
Avenger,
SSD?
an Avenger Stalker that needs to be actually that one's for a giveaway.
You bought that SSD, you ding dong.
Moving on.
Yeah, you did.
So mine is of course the Pathfinder, which I already mentioned. It's the 315p. I've never changed that one because it's sentimental. And then I also have a digital pirate package.
Very nice.
That was given to me by Accelerate Wolf.
Wolf Knight.
Yep, Wolf Knight. And I have since upgraded that. I mean, it's still digital pirate, but the ship has been upgraded to a prospector.
Nice.
Because I wanted a
Seriously,
prospector.
though, if anyone from CIG is watching, try and talk to someone. You really should make it so that you can't buy anything but a package.
I think they are working on the store because
I
They
hope
are.
they are.
Yeah, they already mentioned they
because
are.
the front end is different, but if the store and the back end is still the same,
Yeah.
so that's probably still on their to-do list.
Okay, I want to move on.
When they just a quick thing. When they rolled out the new website, they mentioned that there's like a bunch of stuff they still have to do throughout 2018, and one of the things was they need to overhaul the store.
Yeah. I want to move on quickly because we've got like 7 more questions. I don't even know if we're going to get to them all today, or some of them
Rapid
might
fire.
stick around till
That'll be
next week.
the spaceship training wheels one will be the last one at the latest.
Probably, yeah.
Probably.
So
no more questions today.
Awella Wint asks, what do you think of the improved party system will look like in 3.2? Do you think it'll include any Spectrum integration?
Spectrum integration isn't coming until later this year, right? That's
As far as I know, yeah.
That's
It's always up.
3.3
It's,
if I remember.
it's probably just going to be the people that you add to your party in game. You'll be able to see them in game.
Yeah.
It'll just be better UI probably, and improved ability to communicate.
See, and this is, we talked about this on the captain's table a couple weeks ago. We want it to be so. Chris Roberts is a huge proponent of not seeing usernames above player characters.
Yes.
You shouldn't know if it's a player character or not until you actually interact with them. However, I think the exception to that should be
Your
people
party.
in your party.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Commander Wolf asks, this is kind of long story. How do you think that the hangar system should work in Star Citizen? Do you think it would be similar to Elite when you have to wait for one to be opened before it can land? If that's the case,
Yes,
what
that's
about-
already the case.
If that's the case, what about loading and unloading cargo? Do you think that the quay times would be long to
Quay.
find a hangar? And whereas in Elite cargo is automatically added onto your ship. I think you'll have to quay to land.
It's not Quay, it's Q.
Why?
Because
No,
that's how you pronounce
Q.
the word.
Because Quay is quay,
Key.
and Que. Where's Q? Cue. How do you spell Cue? Like a pool cue.
Yeah.
So
that's
how
Q.
is Cue and Queue the same?
Because the English language doesn't make sense.
Thank you.
It does if you pronounce it quay.
No, it doesn't.
I'm not going into the etymology of these words. Let's just say they're from completely different parts of the world and times.
And I don't give
Moving
a
on with the question.
I don't give a damn.
We had a discussion about cod pieces yesterday.
Let's move on.
Moving on. Love Fuzz
You know why?
Harvester. Love Fuzz Harvester asks, can Relay have a hot wing eating contest like Reverse the Verse did at the end? Hang on.
No, because I will win.
Will
I'm
you?
in for it.
Will you?
Yes. I buy ghost pepper salsa because no other salsa is hot enough for me.
Okay. What if we just eat hot wings and see who can eat the most hot wings? And we just all eat
get a
chicken wings.
vindaloo.
Due to being full or due to the temperature of the sauce of
Yes.
the wings?
Both.
Okay. Then I'm in.
Let's do this. Hey, Citizen Con. We're all gonna be together.
Oh, that's amazing. That's such a good idea.
Yeah, Jake. You like my ideas now, Jake.
That's it.
Yeah. You
Citizen
got
Con
it.
hot wing eating contest. There
You
go.
got it, Love Fuzz Harvester. You got it. Ailborn asks, regarding the Phoenix versus the 600i, do you think that they will essentially be interchangeable in terms of missions, or will you be able to take them, i.e. VIP transport, other high-end things?
No, the Phoenix is way more well armed than the 600i is.
Yeah.
Also, the 600i
and it has less cargo
Yeah.
than the 600i does.
And the 600i can be like spec'd out as like an explorer version and
Yeah.
stuff, whereas
Yeah.
The Phoenix is
Phoenix-
kind of already its thing.
yeah, the
It
Phoenix
can't
is
really be
already
customized
luxury.
further.
Phoenix is literally a VIP transport ship. That is what it's for.
It's
And it has a lot of weapons to protect those VIPs.
but
The
the thing is,
600i
you
is just essentially a higher class version of a Andromeda, I would say,
Yeah.
at its core.
the 600i is the 600. The problem with saying the Phoenix is it's not just the Phoenix that you should be comparing it to. You should be comparing it to the entire Constellation line.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
So my thing is that the Phoenix should be used to escort like individuals or groups of people, like small groups of people, whereas the 600i is like, oh, I'm important, but I also want to go on this exploration mission. That's how I think the difference. Like, essentially, you want to take the important people on a normal mission, but they want to ride in style. Whereas the Phoenix is you're literally just transporting those people.
Okay, 4 questions left. 4 of us. Starting with Nakara, then Jake, then Shiver, then me. We're all going to answer one question. So, Nakara needs to know asks, now that the Terrapin is in-game, and we know that the character is getting bigger, what are the odds of the Terrapin fitting in the scout bay of the Carrack?
2.1%.
Jake, Brivols asks, why do you think that CIG should occlude standalone ships from new people?
You should have a game package on your account before you're able to buy a standalone ship.
Shiver, Spaceship Training Wheels asks, I badly want FPS combat scenarios that play with zero-G and artificial gravity going in weird directions. Is Star Citizen missing a big opportunity here? What zero-G or artificial gravity scenario from books or movies or other media would you most want to create in the PU, Star Marine, or Arena Commander?
Star Trek First Contact, where they have to walk on the hull of the Enterprise and blow the navigational deflector off. I want that.
Assimilate this.
Yes.
Okay, so this is probably 4 years ago now, but they did say at one point one of the things that they were working on, and I think they were working on it for Squadron 42, was stealth on the hull of a ship.
Still working on that. Yep.
Yeah. So
still there.
there's that. And let me upgrade ! Asks, when the hell are they gonna up the price of the cutlass so I can upgrade my Hornet package to a cutlass?
Never.
Never.
I think it's done now. Whoa.
Whoa, that's creepy, Jake. What is that?
You have a Jake inside of Jake.
Jake, you've lost your audio because you're not pushing to talk.
It's
scrub.
It's keying out the green on my phone camera too. I was wondering if that would work, and it does.
That's hilarious.
I like it. Okay. So, everyone, that means we're coming to an end. Now,
All right, here we go.
Hey, hold your horses, Jake. Now, Jake is about to take a few minutes to tell you all of the things that Relay has to offer. You can ignore him completely if you like, but we'd appreciate it if you don't, because he's the only one of us that can do this. Jake, take it away!
Correctly. All right. Oh, there we go. Hey, if you enjoyed the show, go ahead and hit the follow button right up there. Is purple. Right next to that purple button is another purple button where if you really like the show, you can subscribe for $4.99. For that $4.99, you get a little badge next to your name, and you get the David emotes. Everybody, I would like to see some David emotes. It's Relays David, in case you didn't know. If you're a subscriber, it's bad, but you know what? That's okay. So is this show. If you if you missed part of the show and you want to watch it later, you can watch the VOD right here on our Twitch channel, or you could go to youtube.com/relay_sc and you can watch the recording in a few hours. Or you can go. Are we still on SoundCloud? Are we?
No.
Are we doing? Do we have an audio only version of the podcast? We do.
I make it every week.
Is it the
off Relay?
It's up on relay.sc.
Okay,
As far as I
is the
know.
RSS feed probably? Does it use RSS hooks?
I think there is an
Probably.
RSS.
It's on iTunes.
We'd have
I
to
know
check
that.
with 6F. The problem with knowing
Anyway.
any of this is I don't do it.
Anyway,
I don't listen to our own stuff.
You,
I
you
said
can find it. If we also have a website, it's called relay.sc, where we have all this stuff.
We have a website?
We do, believe it or not.
Shit.
You can go there if you want to put our sweet logo on your body.
I need a haircut.
On that website, there's a merch button. You can go to the top there and buy some merch. Also, if you are doubly insane and subscribing on Twitch is not enough for you, you can go to patreon.com/relay_sc.
Speaking of Patreon,
Speaking of Patreon, hey. Speaking of Patreon, right after the show, we're gonna do a meetup with our patron level tiers. This the $10 dudes. You get a thingy. You get a gold name tag on our Discord server. Also, if you want to hang out with us and talk to us, you can go to discord.gg/relaysc because Discord doesn't like underscores. Neither do I. Underscore.
So I have an announcement to make.
go Nakara.
Calgary has completely forsaken the seasons of the year. We no longer have seasons. We only have winter.
Yep.
Calgary was just issued a snowfall warning for today. So
How much are you getting?
15 centimeters.
It was
So, yeah.
snowing last night here.
What the hell?
Yeah, it snowed last
You
night.
should buy a relay hoodie to combat the cold weather.
We should.
That's a great idea. I should
should.
do that.
So before we go, Nakara, anything interesting coming up this week?
In
Is there
what?
space things?
Yeah.
Not this week. I mean, not for SpaceX. Not that I can think of off the top of my head. However, in 9 days, so just after next show, SpaceX is launching tests. Huge launch for SpaceX. It's a NASA launch. They're launching the next space telescope that's going to look for exoplanets. Huge.
What day are they launching that on, Mr. Nakara?
It's April 16th. It's a Monday. And it's also David's birthday. So he's gonna be talking about tests, I think.
Yeah.
Because I'm gonna make him. And yeah. So
We've done it.
What?
I just said we've done it. We've succeeded.
Yeah. We made it to 4 o'clock.
Well, yeah. We always succeed.
So join us for all those streams.
Yeah.
If you want to know the best way to know when those are coming, because because the schedules kind of shift at random sometimes due to weather or other technical issues for things. Come on our Discord server. We have a dedicated space channel called Space Race.
Yes, we do.
You will find out all that good stuff on when those streams will happen in there. Also, I have an idea real quick that I wanted to run by you publicly, so there's pressure.
Oh, good.
David.
Thanks.
The week before Avengers comes out, are you opposed to doing a podcast recapping the
Not
last
at all
10 years
opposed.
of Marvel
Holy
movies?
shit, I'm so in.
Can I
Yeah.
be on it?
Yes, we
Okay.
should do this.
We need to do that. I'm going to be streaming every Tuesday as much as I can some Star Citizen. We also have briefly talked to each other about like streaming some other things like some Bridge Crew or maybe some Civ as like a relay group.
Civ, please.
If you
It
guys
would
are
be amazing.
If you guys are interested in watching us stream some other things like Bridge Crew or Civilization,
I mean, we'll talk
or
about
whatever,
Star
and
Citizen
start talking
stuff.
about Star Citizen, let us know because you guys
Because Civ is
shit-
super chill.
you guys shitting on us to do things is the best way to get us to do things. So join our Discord.
We should take
yell
like a
at us.
Sunday and play Civ for 12 hours.
We should.
Yeah.
We should.
Like a 500 turn
Can I
game.
Yeah.
That's right.
can I quickly relate this story? There was
Go.
this time
Quick.
I saw a Black Widow and I rolled up a newspaper to hit it, and they never let me near Winnie Mandela ever again.
Thanks
With
so
that,
much for
everybody,
hanging
we're,
out.
We're going.
We're
Get
out.
out of here.
If you're a patron,
Goodbye, everybody.
join us in the patron channel in like 2 minutes. Peace, and we'll see you in the verse.
Goodbye.
Bye.